pair?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go fight by fight real quick. See here. Raids, Siege, Immersius. Okay. So, Immersius, we're going to put down 5 markers around the room, corresponding to the 5 parties in the raid frames. That's where we're going to go for the split phases. For the first phase, we leave green clean. Nobody goes in it. The reason being we don't want to put puddles in there, because as soon as the little ads come in, we all stack in the green. We pop rallying, smoke bomb, barrier, or mastery, and we kill all the ads. We had an immortal Immersius a while ago. Really, it all just depends on that very first one. It's really not that big a deal. So you just keep green clean and get in there, stack, kill them, and go to your quadrants every time. Any questions?
Just rinse and repeat, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Protectors. You guys are both ranged DPS. Okay, that's great. There's going to be one quadrant where nobody ever goes because of the frontal cleave of the monk rook. Going to be denoted by a green marker. Don't ever go there. We bring in he softfoot, the rogue, whenever he has instant poison, and you can cleave off of him into the middle. When rook pushes at 66, we lust. When and then everybody stacks on sorrow, which is at the entrance. We're gonna get a ranged interrupt on gloom. The tank brings over gloom, and we cleave them down. The other guy, misery, is gonna be tanked somewhere else, so we don't get that extra damage. If you have, it's like static shock. If you have an immunity, you can run out. Otherwise, we're just going to be popping again, like a Mercius, just smoke bombs or masteries, barriers, AMZs, and get through it real quick. Okay, so after that 66%, we go to priest next. We all get in the bubble. The ranged are getting on the big ass ads out there, the ones that push the phase. The melee are killing the little ones that are preferably getting gripped and taunted and gore fiends into the bubble. There shouldn't be any knocks just down, or barely any at all. Only from the shadow steps that, and then he drops noxious, that are unavoidable. Otherwise the tank should be tanking him with noxious away. Everyone will be in the bubble. That phase pushes, we go to the next phase. It's rook. We have a rotation. I'll be asking who can take next, meaning who can soak the next fixate from that ad. You don't be in Egypt. Just be loosely where that the target is. So if you get past 2, Johnny, you won't be getting past 2. Recon, you could, but usually it just goes rogues and hunters, and then it's dead. Shadow priest too. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. And after that, it's just start over. And then when we get lower, we will just stack them up. For clash, we move the monk out, and that's about it. The other things are calamities. I'll be calling out for aura masteries for calamities. We'll be getting bops on the people with garrote, just to get rid of that debuff, and don't get hit by corrupted brew. Just watch your feet. Any questions about that?
Do you guys go ahead? Sorry.
No, I was just saying I got it.
You guys stand on one side or the other on the bubble phase
No.
for the kick?
What kick? You're not gonna about the
Rook does a spin kick at when we're in that phase.
Oh no, the tank just moves him out far, and then he won't hit us. So when you're talking about clash.
I think so. I can't remember where it does.
Yeah.
I know I know you're supposed. I did 10-man, so we had to like pick a side of the bubble, and then
the tank will just take the monk out. when he's about to clash.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay, that's Protector. Narushan. We go have 3 people down at all times. It's up to the raid to know when to go down. We go in order of party frames 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only exception is if somebody has gotten 100 or soaked, then they will get priority. Otherwise, it's going to be the first 3 that we call, and then by the party frames, as soon as somebody comes up, you see that there's only 2 people out of range, and then the next 3 people on the list, they just keep going. It's according to the default Blizzard raid frames. We just keep cycling. We pop CDs when the big ads come out. For ranged, you guys, Mage and Warlock, you guys are going to be tunneling the ads till the very end. You guys are going to be the last ones to go down. The way that we position the boss is the tanks are all stacked with us on the green. Even though we get parried, it doesn't make a difference because we don't care about DPS. We're just going for a minimal amount of wipes. What that does is when the big manifestations come out, we grip them in right on top of us. Whoever gets the orb that's left over gets it. Doesn't really matter. We're not trying to min-max, but what it does is it negates the mechanic where the the orb gets left out in Egypt or under the boss or something like that. So it just sits under us. Whoever gets it gets it, and we just keep going. And we lust around 30%, and the tanks are going to be going right around group 3 or so. They know when to go down. Any questions about that?
Nope.
Okay. That's about it. Shaw of Pride. Shaw of Pride, we orchestrate a dance. On the pole, we all stack right on the edge of the hitbox. On the Narushan side, meaning where Narushan statue's standing or whatever, we get the buff, and then after that, we spread. We have assigned quadrants. It's going to be 4 quadrants. It's going to be party 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then group 5 is going to be split up. I'm going to be like, okay, you go red, you go blue, you go green, whatever. Those are going to be your positions for soaking rifts and for prisons. The tanks will always get the 2 closest to the boss on the inside, which are going to be opposite the Narushan side. Fucking Xanis, dude.
Hey.
Okay. Oh, hey, Ohms, what's up? I'm just going over some of the things with the trials, the changes. Welcome. Are you going to come Tuesday?
Yeah, I'll be here Tuesday.
Alright, cool. There hasn't been much that's changed since then. I can tell you just a couple of things that have been revised. Let's go to private channel because I want to record this. Okay, so the dance goes like this. We stack up, we get the buff, we spread out, we soak rifts, the ads come out, the little ads. Before the reflections come out, we hover around the hitbox. The reflections come out, we all get in the hitbox. You wait till both sets of reflections come out, then you go dead center under the anus, and then point of that is twofold. 1, we get the buff again, and 2, the corrupted fragments that are left behind from the people who go into Pac-Man phase are cleaved down within 2 or 3 seconds. So we stack in the anus, we get the buff, we cleave the ads, we go to prison positions. Don't be on the prisons, be a couple yards away from the prisons, so you don't get the extra pride and get knocked back. We get prisons out immediately. After that, the ranged are looking out for the big ad coming out. You basically just get off the boss and tunnel the big ads. You want interrupts and stuns on them. And after that, everyone spreads out and we do Swelling Pride. We'll pop CD. Make sure if you have 50 pride or higher, you don't take you get in your green projection. Just pan your camera around 360, get in the green thing so you don't blow up the raid. And then after that, I'm going to say chickens. That's short for run around like chickens with your heads cut off, and go soak rifts. That's the time. You have about 10 or 15 seconds where the entire raid runs around like chickens with the heads cut off. We go soak every rift in the damn place, and then the entire fight starts over again. For range, you're not going to have to worry about it, but the healers are going to be dispelling on cooldown even without the Mark of Arrogance. I mean the whatever the buff that you get from stacking. You just dispel on cooldown. Just understand how your pride works. Don't get to 100, but it shouldn't be a problem. Dispels hurt a lot. It'll tick us and kill us while people are in prisons, or swelling pride coupled by you know, some of the ticks of other stuff will hurt. Then at 30% we lust, and it's the exact same fight. That's about it. Any questions?
Yeah, so you know how you said when you called chickens we were running and grab rifts?
Yeah.
Are we grabbing rifts before that? Sorry.
Yeah, if you can. Like, you're arranged, so you'll be
Okay.
out. Like, if they're near you, yeah, go ahead. You want as much uptime as possible. So yes, but you want to stay around in your quadrant because it's
Alright,
because
yeah,
you gotta
okay.
be in the right position. Position is more important than anything. Like when I say stack for the reflections, like right under the anus, I want everyone in there. I don't want one person out in 30 yards. It screws up the whole system where we cleave down the fragments. Then someone gets stuck in a Pac-Man phase or whatever. But yes, so you want as high as uptime on the weakened resolve debuff as possible.
Okay, thanks.
Do you want us to call out when we go into Pac-Man phase?
No,
Or get banished?
no. We completely negate that mechanic. We just stack. You'll be out in 2 or 3 seconds. Nobody even cares who's in there. You literally don't even have to, you know, navigate the maze because we're just going to get you out in a couple seconds with the strat.
Okay.
By the time you make the first left, you'll be out, unless half the raid's dead for some reason. Anything else?
No. Oh, Titans. Do we need to stack in our quadrant on the ad if we have Titans?
No. You just stay. You don't stack. You if you have Titans, just do whatever as normal. Just do more
Okay.
damage. Do more healing, whatever it does.
Okay. That's all I have.
Get the range interrupt though. You guys, mage, especially the counter spells important on the big manifestation end.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, Galacrass. Galacrass is very similar to normal. We're gonna have a kill team on the towers. It's gonna consist of one healer, one tank, and 6 DPS. 6 DPS is usually the hunters and the warriors and maybe rogues. They know what they're doing up there. In addition to that, we have a grunt defense team, which is usually a mage or hunter or warlock, and what they do is they kill and stun the grunts that are protecting the entrance to the towers, which is the heroic mechanic. There's positioning where you guys can be if you are assigned to that, which are basically on top of the hill, and you can kill the boss and the ads, but you're still in range of the grunt. We do everything as normal. The kill priority is the shaman over everything. The banner, of course, same as normal. The bitch comes out with the 2 snakes. You kill the priority for those, or you kill the little snakes first, and then you kill the big snake. You kill the demo. You spread out when those things are shooting the fire at the ground at us, so we don't just all take a bunch of ticks at once. It hurts. And then the next mini boss comes out. It's the one that grips you in. Just blink out or teleport out. Just get out when the ground turns gray. Interrupts are good. Counter spells, all that jazz on the shamans. The melee will have a rotation, doesn't really matter. The demos, the tower groups will be doing their thing. We have an assigned person to go back over and kill the, shoot Galacrast down from the first tower. After the second one is down, we're going to time it so we don't have a shit ton of ads up while the boss is pulled. So it depends on how many ads we have up, if we're going to shoot them down or not. Sometimes our DPS is good enough, we just bring them down the first. Otherwise, we just kill ads until we're good and ready. So we're the final phase. We have 2 markers down, left and right. And the boss is where he comes down up the hill, facing away from the 2 markers. It's going to be group 1 and 2 on the left marker, group 3 and 4 on the right marker, and group 5 is going to be split up between the 2 markers, like some on left and some on right. We're going to be taking 2 people to like 5 yards behind the left marker, like 2 consecutive fire orbs, and then the next 2 orbs go behind the right marker. So let's say the left one's blue marker and the right one is green. We're going to be like, next is blue, next is blue, next is green, next is green, next is blue, next is blue. The purpose of that is the stacks fall off by the time it gets around to that side again. Depending on where the boss is positioned, we either will all be stacked in the 2 groups on the markers, and if you get targeted by the flames of whatever, you go behind the markers, or if the boss is too far away from the markers, we will all be in front of the markers and then move backwards towards the markers. If you're on blue and I'm called to go green, you're on next is green, and let's say recon is assigned to go to green next, you go to green, you wait till it goes through and hits everyone, and then you go back to your blue marker again. Starts over. That's it. Any questions?
Nope.
And bubble off your stacks, or block off your stacks when you get high. If you get high for some reason.
Do you want us to call out for that when we're separating?
No.
To clean our stacks? Okay.
Okay. Juggernaut. Juggernaut, we like 7 heal this fight. DPS is not an issue. What we do is we spread out really well in the first phase. There's the red shit all over the ground in random places, so we spread out so we don't have to move as much, and we don't AoE other people from that red shit. It also reduces the chance of one shot by you guys ranged by getting hit by a red thing and a boar drill and some mortar strike or whatever the fuck else is. The ricochet. The ricochet is the heroic mechanic that the saw blade comes out, does a 90 degree, does another 90 degree, and goes back to the boss. You just gotta watch your feet, don't stand and stuff. As the phase is about to push, but we 3 tank it, so 1 tank is gonna be running around soaking the mines. As the phase is about to push, the boss is with his ass to us, right where he's pulled. We keep the anus clean until just a couple seconds before shock blast, the first shock blast. Purpose of that is the same as Immersius. We keep the anus clean so we don't have those dirty pools right under us when we're stacking. So we keep the anus clean. The shock blast a couple seconds. We all stack. We do barrier, AMZ, whatever, or mastery. We get knocked back into fucking Egypt, into that all the way back down the bowling alley. We stay back there. We spread out. We pop CDs for the shock blast. We still stay spread out. We pop more CDs for the next shock blast. I will bubble and run my ass back to the boss, pick him up. You guys still stay back there until the red shit is gone, because if you're running with the red shit going on, you're gonna die. And then just run back and heal me up. Also, I'll tank it just for a few seconds until I get a healer in range of me. And the fight starts over with us on the pull. Any question?
No.
No.
Okay, that was an easy one. Okay, Shaman. You guys are going to be downstairs for this. For the upstairs, we have 4 healers who are baiting the tombs out, so we don't have any ranged up there. And for downstairs, you guys are following a navigator. It's going to be Abigail. She's going to be 20, 30 yards behind the tank. The tank is going to be leading Abby, and Abby's going to. You guys move as a group, like right up under her anus, because if you guys are 5 yards off, a couple yards off, and the tombs or the whatever it is, the tornado stuff down there is a little bit off, and the navigator's moving, you're going to run right into it. So we just move in a counterclockwise fashion all the way around the room, and you follow her. She'll use judgment. If there's a some shit in the red shit that comes down, the tank is just going to move past it. Just keep going in that order, in that direction. If there's the tank gets a storm, you just keep moving in that direction. TLDR, be right up under Abby's anus, and move when you get tornadoes under you. Kill the blobs, their priority. Watch your personal debuff for the Iron Prison. It's a 60-second debuff. As it's about to fall off, pop a defensive. You have a defensive, use it for that. We will lust at 30%, and just fight remains the same. Any questions? Oh yeah, on the pull, it's normal pull. We just kill all the ads. We focus the dogs down first, and then once it's about, 94, 95, we just split up. And we'll take the 2 dogs upstairs.
Okay.
What's that? Is there like a counter on the Iron Prism?
Yeah, 60 seconds.
Yeah, just make a weak aura for it.
Okay.
Alright. Nazgrim. Nazgrim is a 3-tank fight. We have me and Dart. We're going to be switching off on the boss every 3 stacks. The person who's not on the boss is going to be tanking the ads right under the boss. And then the 3rd tank is going to be taking the shaman and moving him out of the melee range, so the shaman doesn't drop a healing tide totem right under us, and just let him heal, which we're bad at switching or whatever historically. So we just move the shaman out and kill it. He's still priority, and then we AoE all the ads. Do not get hit by aftershock. Don't give the boss rage by doing that. It's really bad. We move the boss out. We lust on the pull, so we move the boss away from the stack point. Like on the pull, we'll keep him where he is for a few seconds, and execute goes off. I take him towards the entrance side, like in the middle. We tank him there till the next defensive, and then I pull him back to where he spawns. And then nobody touches him, we bring him back in, and rinse and repeat. If you get focused by a assassin, backpedal it into the melee. If you get focused by a sniper, face a wall. It's where you're not hitting anybody else. Make sure you're not facing it across the entire room. We will just rinse and repeat that all the way. We'll use CDs usually when the ads come out. Solar beams, interrupts, all that jazz. And then once it hits around the 9th or 10th phase, depending on where the boss is at, we will just keep pushing through defensive, or we will just wait, but usually we just push through it. We just nuke the boss, and then we have like interrupters and rogues out on the shamans so they don't heal. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Did you guys do Malkrock with us yet?
I have not.
No, only spoils and talk.
Okay, so for Malkrock, we're going to have 6 predetermined markers. World markers that are never going to change. The point of those is for orientation for where the arcing smashes hit. it's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna call it out verbally. I'm gonna be like, it was yellow, and the next one I'll be like, it was red, and entrance. That's where I know where the safe zone is. It's gonna be none of those three places, and I'll take the boss to one of those non-3 places. Okay, and the raid will follow to that quadrant, and he will do his whatever he does, those 3 quadrants, and kill everyone in it, and then I'll bring him back to the center again. The second time around, Dart will be solo tanking it. I'll take him to the right position. Dart will solo tank it. Everybody will be on his ass, the boss's ass. We're going to be popping CDs, on rolling CDs on Dart, and we will be stampeding roaring every time a displaced energy comes out. There will only be 2 sets of displaced energy. So the first one will be 1 druid, and then once the next displaced energy comes out, the other druid will do it, and we can just stack, and the roar will remove the root and the displaced energy debuff. We'll heal through the ticking damage if we take it for a few seconds. It's pretty jokes. The other mechanic is the orbs, is basically the fluid that oils the entire fight. If the orbs aren't soaked properly or enough by the rogues, the paladins, anyone with an immunity, then it goes to shit. We also have Ruan, 3rd tank, just running around soaking orbs the entire time. He gets a good 10-15 just by like running around as a tank until it resets. The way we do positioning is there's 8 pie slices. They do not correspond to the world markers. There's just the pie slices in the ground. We have 2 people per pie slice. You guys are buddy. And furthermore, you divide the pie slices up left and right. The reason being, if there is an arcing smash right through your guy's pie slice, let's say Johnny's left and Recon's right, that way Johnny will go left, Recon will go right, and the arcing smash will split you guys. And then if there's an implosion, say on the right side, then Recon will be right there. But imagine if you guys both, jump left, neither of you get to the implosion on the right, and it's GG. The raid takes a bunch of damage and we die. Any questions?
No.
So you switch your partner, basically, is what you're saying.
You have a partner for your pie slice. Let's say Recon's your partner, okay? You guys are responsible for soaking the implosions in that pie slice. That means when the purple swirly comes out, one of you has to be in it. If there's 2 purple swirlies in that pie slice, you each have to be in one of them. Okay? So you get generally the left side, Recon gets generally the right side. If there's an arcing smash or some other shit that happens right in the middle of your guys' slice, you go to the left of it and Recon goes to the right of it to avoid it.
Okay. It got confusing for a second.
No problem. And then the little ads that come out, they're gonna be gripped into the melee. They're gonna be AoE down. They're gonna be taunted into the melee and AoE. If they're not down, by the time implosions are about to come out, I'll call for a windwalk totem. That'll let everybody run fast because those ads slow you guys as they come out and while they're still alive. And that's about it. Use your personal CDs for the implosions. Also use your health stones if your shield is not green when the implosion is about to go off. Any questions?
Mm-mm.
We're gonna have one designated melee person just soaking the ones right next to the melee. Okay, next boss. Spoils. Spoils really is something you gotta... Did you guys watch the videos for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys have any questions about it?
Well, I did it last week, and I kind of learned on my own what not to do.
Oh yeah. You have any questions about it, Johnny?
I was just curious. I saw you guys were doing in like a kind of a pattern You guys were facing things to walls and then taking off and running. Is there a reason for that? So you guys don't take extra damage or something?
It depends on which side you're on. Like for the Mogu side, we we generally put the boss, like the big ass ad, the big Mogu ad, we bring him right to the center. And that way, and we all stack right there in the center too. Point of that is those stone ads will spawn right under us because they generally like to spawn near other people, and we AoE the shit out of them. And by the time they run out to wherever they go, they're already almost dead. It cheeses it. It's really easy that way. Same with the sparks. We'll just nuke AoE the sparks down, and we're there for AoE heals. That's for the Mogu side. We have two larges back to back. For the Mantid side, we only have that one large that is priority, and we keep them tanked along the side where we cleave down little ads with them. And then at one point we just basically when he gets to 30% or 40, we just focus the large ad.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to pick up your guys' pattern and see so I can plant myself in a good position.
There's a diagram for it on the website, on the thread for spoils, where you're going to be dropping your bombs. It's exactly like our kill. Where you want to drop the bombs is ranged on the Mantis side. You just, depending on if you want Mogu or Mantis first, just do it like they do in the video.
Yeah, Johnny, if you're unmanted, they pull the top left first, and that's near the gate, and that's usually where I dropped all my bombs when I did it.
Okay.
Okay. Thok, Recon, you were here for Thok, right?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. So you know how we do it then. Johnny, for Thok, what we're gonna do is, did you watch it?
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much normal, but you get the ads.
Yeah. So we pull the boss. We have the two markers. It's gonna be on the pull. We have the two designated markers, but after that, it's gonna be me being marked as melee, and a ranged, which was Resto Bear last time. Just kind of free floating. So depending on where the boss ends up after the kite phase, we are gonna position ourselves and respond to it appropriately. So we never have somebody in the middle. We just split up. Make sure you are in range of dispels. Like after the first one, after the we're gonna pull the boss. We're gonna push the phase. He's gonna fixate. We're gonna go to 11 blood frenzy. We're gonna push it again. Go back to phase 1. We'll be on the left hand side. We're gonna be nuking the shit out of the bats. They're gonna be in the melee. We're gonna stun the bats. You have a Shadow Fury, so when they turn red, you're gonna be Shadow Furying the ads. Okay. That's when they enrage and they start doing damage, and the amount of damage they do heals them as well. Okay, your stun is going to be followed by my blinding light or bullvides or anyone else's, and then we should kill them. We're going to actually lust at that time, is when we lusted last time. And then after that, we're going to push the phase again, another 11 stacks up and down the hallway. We're going to have the rogues out baiting. Try and be closer to the boss so the rogues have a higher chance of getting picked. And then when the boss starts fixating right there, we're going to be on the other side again, right where we pulled, and make sure your eyes are all in the healing reins and the efflorescence, so you're in range for the massive spells and the AoE heals, because there's still a lot of damage from those debuffs. Okay, and the same thing the next time around. Depending on what percentage the boss is at, we are probably just gonna, not let the boss push and just kill him in the fire phase. You guys want? Go ahead.
I was gonna ask how you guys do your fire phase. Same as the in the other phase?
In the fire phase, the tank just backpedals them, and we move as a group. Um, we are pretty much together on the side of the boss, and like depending on if we want to push him or not. Usually, like the first 5 is going to be a joke. As long as people are alive, we'll all stack up. The boss will be backpedaled by the tank, and we all move together so that we don't have fire underneath our feet. And then once around maybe the 5th or 6th screech, it'll knock us down, and then we'll push the phase.
Yeah, Johnny, if you go to the website and you go to our kill video, you can get a pretty good idea of what we do in the fire phase.
Okay. Yeah, I was watching it. I didn't quite see the fire phase.
We just killed it in that phase. We just
Yeah.
backpedal all as a group. We were loosely spread, so we wouldn't push it, but we basically just all stack, and we want to push it at some point, depending on how many people left. That's about it. And then Siegecrafter, we haven't gotten there yet. We got a couple days. We can talk about that later.
Okay, I read the strat thread and watched all the videos and stuff, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be we can talk. We got a couple days to that. I don't think we're gonna get there tomorrow, for sure. Probably not on Wednesday. Any other questions?
Nope.
All right, 36-minute walkthrough of bosses 1 through, what is that, 11?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Break. Good talk.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks.